Interesting dream. Not in the middle of the night this time. This time, I woke up around 4 or 5 a.m. Couldn't go back to sleep until later. And when I fell asleep later, that's when I had the dream. And this has been a reoccurring theme. I'm waking up in the middle of the night every single night for some reason. And from what I'm hearing, this is a very common thing happening to a lot of people now. So, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but it's some kind of energetic manipulation of some kind for sure. So, in this dream, I'm in a fancy hotel lobby, and it looks kind of dated. I would describe it as like a type of lobby that you would see in like the 80s, maybe. It had these strange pink walls with these white columns and very vintage looking chairs everywhere. And there was people all over the place. And we were having a discussion. And I don't really recognize these souls from other lives or anything of that nature. Nobody in particular looked familiar to me. But they were all dressed in kind of a fancy dress. And we were talking about trying to predict the future. I very clearly remember this discussion. We're trying to figure out ways of going about predicting the future. And it was a very animated discussion. There's one woman sitting in a chair to my right. There are several other people standing around me. One gentleman in particular kind of stood out to me. Had this short brown hair, had these glasses on, was wearing a suit and tie. So as we're having these discussions, I told him, I have to go. So as I go into my room, the hallway of this hotel, it went from pink walls to white walls, and I mean white, like as white as marble. And I noticed that every single door was open to my left and to my right. Every single person's door, but not only was every single door open, there were people in all of these rooms staring at me as I walked down the hallway. And I'm like, my room is at the end of the hallway. So imagine to your left, there's rooms, and they're all really close together, by the way. These are tiny rooms, and they're very close together, the marble white walls. And to your right, there's rooms, all doors open, everybody's staring at me, and there was a lot of Asian looking people, for whatever reason, staring me down. One lady in particular gave me a look I'll never forget. I don't even know how to explain it. It was really strange. And my room is at the end of the hallway. I go into my room, and everything is just like flat. Like there is no energy in this room. There was no dissonance. There was no quantum oscillating harmonics of any kind. It was completely stale and static. It actually reminded me of, remember that dream I had of Trump when we went to that kind of underworld type dimension, and he was showing me screens of different events to the left and right, and in front of them he had the Keys of Solomon several months ago. I think it was one of the most important dreams I ever had. It's on this channel here. And that sort of static vibe I felt in that room, just like I felt in that underworld with Trump. And I find this purple ring. this large purple ring. It looked like some kind of gemstone made out of like this brilliant gemstone. I don't know what kind of gems are purple. I'm not too knowledgeable on gems, but it was a very awkward, long looking ring. It covered like half of your finger. It was very strange looking. And so I'm trying to put it on my finger, and I put it on, but something felt wrong. So I tried to take it off and I couldn't. And then when I did take it off, I ended up breaking my finger. And I'm like just staring at my broken finger. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And so I just sort of gave up on this ring. And I walk back down the hallway and I get into a car. It kind of looks like a limo. It was like a black limo, but I was the driver. And here comes this man, very tall, very obese, looked Middle Eastern, Arabic, Persian maybe, since we're on that topic. Hard to say, but he was very animated. He was very aggressive, and he approached me and he kind of made me drive him around, like forced me, like not by gunpoint or anything like that, but in some kind of threatening manner, forced me to drive him around places. And as he's driving me around, he's like explaining something he's very angry about, he's very pissed off about, something that he doesn't want me doing. Is kind of the vibe I got. I don't remember the actual discussion, but he was talking about something that he was really not wanting me to do, is the vibe I got. And since we were talking about predicting the future in the hotel lobby, I was kind of putting the two and two together, that this person was not wanting me to engage in that. So I assume he's like some kind of time cop, like I've seen in other dreams. And he gets out of the car, and I go around and I start looking for people for unexplained reasons. And he then starts following me around. He starts chasing me down, starts following me everywhere I go. I can't escape him. I run into some restaurant, and he goes in there, and I run out, and as I run out, he tackles me, and he beats the hell out of me. And that's when I woke up after the beating. Interesting. So, did you guys see part of the State of the Union? It gave off like this strange reptilian vibe. I couldn't put my finger on it. The whole thing just felt so odd. And don't even get me started on Erica Kirk. If anybody's a reptile, it's her. My God. Yeah, saying stupid shit like we're more united than we've ever been. Yeah, sure we are.